Eternal Love, A Tale of Sarah and Michael. Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between rolling hills, there lived two souls, Sarah and Michael. They were childhood friends, inseparable since the day they met in kindergarten. As they grew older, their bond deepened, and their friendship blossomed into something more profound. Sarah was a gentle and compassionate soul with a heart as vast as the universe itself. She had a smile that could light up the darkest of days, and her laughter was like music to Michael's ears. Michael, on the other hand, was a strong and silent young man, always there to protect Sarah, his closest friend. Their love story began on a warm summer evening when they were both 16. They decided to take a walk through the meadow near their town. The sun was setting, casting a warm golden glow over the fields of wildflowers. They walked hand in hand, their fingers entwined, as if they were made for each other. As they strolled through the meadow, Sarah turned to Michael and said, "You know, Michael, I have always felt a deep connection with you. It's as if we were meant to be together." Michael's heart skipped a beat. He had been harboring the same feelings for Sarah but was afraid to admit it. He looked into her eyes, which glistened like stars in the evening sky, and said, "Sarah, I have felt the same way for a long time. I love you." Tears welled up in Sarah's eyes as she whispered, "I love you too, Michael." And in that meadow, beneath the setting sun, they shared their first kiss, sealing their love for each other. It was a moment they would never forget, a moment that would define their lives. Over the years, their love only grew stronger. They faced life's challenges together, supporting each other through thick and thin. They celebrated each other's successes and comforted each other during their failures. Their love was unwavering, a beacon of hope in a world that often seemed dark and uncertain. One day, as they sat on their favorite bench overlooking the town, Michael turned to Sarah and said, "Sarah, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?" Sarah's eyes filled with tears of joy as she nodded and said, "Yes, Michael, 1,000 times yes." They embraced, their love filling the air around them, and they began planning their wedding, dreaming of a future together. But life has a way of throwing unexpected challenges our way. Just a few months before their wedding day, tragedy struck. Michael was diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of cancer. Their world came crashing down around them as they faced the harsh reality that their time together might be limited. Despite the grim prognosis, they refused to give up hope. Sarah stood by Michael's side, holding his hand through the painful treatments and endless hospital visits. She was his rock, his source of strength, and he drew his courage from her unwavering love. As the months passed, Michael's health deteriorated, and it became clear that their wedding day would never be what they had envisioned. Instead of a grand celebration, they decided to exchange vows in the quiet solitude of their meadow, the place where their love had first blossomed. On a crisp autumn afternoon, with golden leaves falling around them, they stood before a small gathering of close friends and family. Sarah looked radiant in her simple white dress, and Michael, though frail, was filled with a radiant light as he gazed into Sarah's eyes. In their vows, they promised to love each other, not just in health but in sickness, not just in joy but in sorrow, until the end of their days. They exchanged rings, symbolizing their eternal commitment, and sealed their love with a kiss that spoke of a lifetime of devotion. Their love story continued as they faced the most challenging battle of their lives. Michael's condition worsened, but Sarah never left his side. She read to him, sang to him, and held his hand through the long and painful nights. And then, one fateful day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Michael closed his eyes for the last time, surrounded by the love of his life. Sarah's heart broke, but she knew that their love would live on forever in her memories. In the years that followed, Sarah found solace in the meadow where their love had first bloomed. She would visit often, sitting on their bench, feeling Michael's presence in the rustling leaves and the gentle breeze. She knew that their love was timeless, that it transcended this world and the next. And so, their love story, though filled with tears and heartache, was a testament to the power of love, a love that could conquer even the darkest of storms. It was a love that made you believe in the magic of the human heart, a love that could make you cry and smile all at once, a love that would live on forever in the meadow where it all began.